So I think I've covered the difference between an app and a website and why some people are having issues not finding things, having their filters turned on. I've talked about what version of CookieDoo you're in. So if you go into your CookieDoo account and you can't see created recipes, that means you've got 2.0 and not 3.0. 3.0 is the most current version. Cooking rice. Now, somebody asked about cooking rice, and I'm not sure if you're there or not.
It was me.
Okay, cool. So there are three ways to cook rice in your Thermomix. You can cook it rice cooker mode. So you can use the mode, you
Hmm.
can use the simmering basket, or you can use your varoma. Now, when you cook in rice in your varoma, if it's something like basmati or jasmine rice, you need to put it inside a container. So I will sometimes use cups. So I've got little coffee cups that I put my rice in with some water, and I sit 4 coffee cups in one varoma and cook my rice. If I'm putting them in my simmering basket, which is, I think, something that everybody knows how to do because that's been around since TM31 days. Um, I think you put it in your simmering basket, wash your rice, put your water or your stock underneath, and you set it to cook, usually using a recipe. And I think it's usually 100 degrees for 14 minutes or something like that. And then there is modes. Now,
Mm.
a lot of people say it doesn't work, and then a lot of people say it does. So you've got to go, so what is going on? Why is this? So the way I look at it is my mum, when she used to go to the supermarket to buy rice, you had two choices, white rice or brown rice. So as time's gone on, we have got so many choices now. In fact, even when my mum used to go to the supermarket, brown rice was sometimes hard to find. So we have so many choices now. And I think what people don't realize is if you look at the back of every packet of rice at the supermarket, it will tell you to put a different amount of water and the length of time is different for every brand. And Basmati's a really good one because basmati rice comes in different sizes. You can get basmati rice that's really long, that's going to take longer to cook or sometimes longer to cook than others. So what I say is there is a recipe. I'm going to go to rice here and I'm going to show you something. So cooking rice under collections. So you have got little collections of, I'll put Australia actually. Actually, no, I won't. I'll just leave it because I can see it here. So rice and grains. So using rice cooker mode on your TM6, you can make any of these things. Now, just for instance, if you go to, say, this South African yellow rice using rice mode, if you open this, it says here to use long grain white rice. Now, there's lots of different brands here. I would probably choose basmati for this one. And I always buy the same brand of basmati rice so that I have the same results. So when I buy from Woolworths, I'm just going to click here. And I'm going to type into Woolworths. Oh, no, I'm not going to type Woolworths. I'm going to type basmati, basmati rice. Okay, so I buy the same brand every time. And the
Mm.
reason why I do that is I actually sometimes buy a different brand from a local shop, but I know that my followers can buy from Woolworths, and nearly every Woolworths in Australia sells this brand of
Oh.
basmati rice.
Hmm.
So if you use that brand of basmati rice that I use and use one of my recipes, it will turn out the same way as what mine has.
Hmm.
This is the brand that I use because I know everyone can get it. So for this particular recipe, what it says is to put 300 grams of long grain rice, 650 of water, and so on. Now, there's a whole lot of things that you can do with this. So this one has raised, this is a really
Oh,
nice.
yum.
Yes, it is a really nice recipe, actually. I had it a couple of weeks ago at a friend's place. So this is super easy to do. Everything goes in the Thermomix. All you do is go rice cooker, start. Now, the Thermomix works out because it knows what temperature the Thermomix is all the time. It reaches temperature and then has a set time that's built into the mode to know how long that rice will cook. where people have problems is they choose the wrong rice. Or the rice that they've chosen has a really small grain, and the brand that they've used for this particular recipe has a long one, or vice versa. So if you find that your recipe is too wet or too dry, all you have to do is go to this ellipsis. You add this recipe to your created recipes. It will open it up as a new recipe that you can change. So all you need to do now is you go down and you edit, and just say you found that 650 grams of water was too much. You can actually go to this and you can change it, and you can make it 630 grams of water and confirm. What you have to do then is you go to the section where you add the water, and where does it say water? Here, and make sure that this says 630 as well. Click confirm, and now from now on all you need to do is go to this recipe and it will turn out the same every single time for you. Does that make sense? Yep.
Yes.
This is a really cool way of doing it. I'll go back. I'll just go done, and I'll go. There's a recipe that I make a lot. It's Jira rice or cumin rice. I'll go to created recipes. I've added a few extra things in here. This one here. So this is using rice mode. This is a recipe that I make, and it has quite a few things in it, like a cardamom pod, yeah, all different spices. But what I do is I actually make little packets of these spices up, put them into a little Tupperware container, mini Tupperware container, and I make, say, I don't know, 6 or 12 different little packs at once. So whenever I make rice, rather than it have, just plain white, boring rice, I just throw in one of these little packs recipe. So this particular recipe, just so that you know that you can do extra things, is you can cook off brown onions. Brown your onions in with some chili if you choose to. Then you can add your spice blend, cook that off a little tiny bit, and then for 6 minutes for aroma I've put here. Then you add your rice, your water, or stock, if that's what you choose to do. And then you just press start. Yeah, use your rice cooker mode. I can share this. I'll put it up on my group page today. So if anybody wants this recipe, I will do that. But this one, I use this a lot.